Welcome race fans to round 1, race 3 of the Australian Institute of Motorsport New South Wales Formula V State Championship at Sydney Motorsport Park GP circuit.
Okay, Sunday afternoon race, the last race of the weekend, and here's the start.
Okay, Ryan Reynolds off pole, off Darren Williams, Lockie Higgins, Dylan Thomas, Simon Page, Daniel Stein, Craig Conlon. Oh, Darren Williams gets a cracking start, moves over on Ryan, who just got as good a start as well.
Wheel to wheel around turn 1 for the first time.
Okay.
All the cars go through here. Well, they'll probably all be up to 4th gear by now. 1st, 2nd, 3rd and 4th all flat out all the way.
Here's Timmy Brooks starting from the back of the grid, who had a DNF yesterday with a broken stub axle.
That's right, he had suspension damage and had a wheel at 45 degrees by the time he pulled off.
We actually thought he came together with Ken Shepherd as they were both sitting together on the track together, but they both had a separate incident at the same corner at the same time.
Right, this time Dylan, after that fabulous drive in the race this morning, the second race of the weekend, starting off way up the front of the grid, and he's going to be very racy throughout the whole race this time.
Well, let's hope so. He's got a lot of smoke coming out of different unusual spots at that car already.
Oh, well, it is a stinger, but, you know, there are one or two spots every now and then.
Not on gear change.
No, exactly.
Actually, look at this, everyone sort of...
No, that was on gear change there.
That was there, but
and there
middle
again.
of the corner shouldn't be getting it. He's that... Oh, yep,
Tim
up the inside of Mark Williams, Timmy Brooke, and then there's Corinne Perry, and... he's given the ridgy dig.
Good on you, Tim. Right, all right, 3rd place, Dylan Thomas there. He's gained extremely well through turn 8. He probably back about 5 or 6 car lengths, but he's right on Darren Williams' tail now.
Yeah. Okay, so here we come through turn 9. So you've got Ryan Reynolds leading from Darren Williams, Dylan Thomas. Was that Lockie Higgins there in 4th?
4th place. This has got the makings of a good race, I think. We've got...
it's Craig Conlon already got through. Craig's had a cracking start.
Brilliant cracking start from Craig, exactly.
Where is Lockie Higgins? He's behind Daniel Stein there.
Yeah, Craig, that's right, Lockie's in 5th place there. 6th place, I'm sorry, but coming onto the straight here for the first time. Ryan Reynolds, a very good lead, keeping straight and out to the outside of the track.
Now the top 8 here have got a bit of a gap here. Here comes Craig Conlon having a look at the inside of Thomas.
Now he's got grunt there to be able to do that against Dylan.
Yeah,
obviously.
Okay, and then here's the next pack here, which is, I missed the lead of that. It looked like it might have been Corinne Perry leading that group.
Oh, well, yeah, the sun, the angle of the sun is just making it a bit hard to make out.
And there's the 1200s
here.
there with Bernie Cannon, just behind Simon Thompson in the CXC Stinger.
Here's a great angle. This is going fast all the way through here.
Conlon didn't get Thomas there by the look of it. He pulled out too early. Look at that group.
That pack of cars, 3 and 4 wide. It's wonderful to see.
Okay, and here comes the 1200s through with
Steve Cannon and
Peter McDonald
there, side by side.
Jeff Backens way in front of them. Okay, Thomas goes to go look around the outside of Darren Williams, but it's not going to go.
Right, so Dylan down the inside here.
Here you go, Darren's on the inside of Reynolds. No, yes, no, yes, no. They touch.
Great driving by these 3 drivers there. Obviously, right at 100% here. No one can take anyone in the way they position their car.
There was a bit of a touch there as well, so yeah, they're definitely playing for speed stations here. Into turn 4.
Right, back off there at about 140k through that corner. But look, there's from Dylan's camera car. From Dylan's camera car, it looks like there's plenty of room. But if the camera was pointing backwards, there's
Craig Conlon. There's Simon Conlon as well in this corner here. Here we go. No, holds it. Steiny goes up the inside of Thomas.
There, another touch.
Okay.
Brilliant driving from
Thomas has got a problem here. Look at this. You ready? He's lost a heap of ground in the front too. There goes Craig Conlon through as well. He's actually pulling out of the way. He's just giving him space here. Right. He's got a bit of a problem here.
You can't see what's going on there in the cockpit there.
Okay, Darren Williams up the inside of Ryan Reynolds. The different lines that they take there.
All right. So
look at this. Thomas pulls over a bit here. There's Lockie Higgins going through.
Further back there, so he's out of the picture, and that's a terrible thing to see.
Okay, so there's an issue going on there. There goes. They're all going past him. He's actually looks like he's buttoned out.
All right. Well, that's a crying shame because that would have made for a great race, but unfortunately, we've got to lose Dylan, but we've still got great cars right up at the front.
I think that little gap where Dylan was allowing Steiny to go through has created a little gap for the front 2 there now. So
it certainly has, but Craig Conlon was moving down the outside of
is that Lee
McGarvey?
McGarvey? Lee McGarvey at the back of that group still hanging in there?
Yes, it was there, but now Tim Brooke. Now, who's this that we can see?
I think that's Lee McGarvey, so it wasn't Lee McGarvey.
Now, Tim Brooke, he's obviously back at full speed in this race.
Yeah, he's doing a good job, Timmy Brooke here. Okay, and
All right, great pack of cars.
This is a massive group.
There are just so many cars, it's hard to call them there without losing picture. Craig Conlon, Steiny, Ryan Reynolds there in second. That is the lead pack there with Darren Williams, a pretty handy lead.
And James Horn is in there as well. So the new boys are having a very good showing this weekend. You've got Ryan Reynolds sitting there in second. You've got Daniel Stein in fifth, and you've got James Horn in about seventh.
Right. We've got to try and work out what's going on here. Obviously, they're just...
Darren Williams has got a break. Look at this. Craig Conlon up the inside of Ryan Reynolds.
And unusual to see Ryan Reynolds keep it to the right-hand side and allow Craig down the left-hand side and on the inside.
Yeah, give him the line into the corner for two, although...
But he didn't quite make it there,
no,
right?
I don't think he did.
Ryan Reynolds has got enough grunt there and enough slipstream aerodynamics in that Sabre.
Well, Craig Conlon's not missing grunt. He did get the fastest lap in race 2 earlier on, even though he did spin out of the lead.
All right, so we can see them...
Should we not let him live that down?
No,
Craig Conlon spun out of the lead of the race.
We won't say any more on that, will we?
Okay, so we won't tell anybody that Craig spun out of the lead.
Darren Williams is a great performance here.
Lockie Higgins up the inside and Daniel Stein. No, he thinks better of it.
Third, fourth, fifth,
2,
6th,
4,
7th, 8th, 9th, 10th, 11th, 12th, 13th, 14th, 15th, 16th, 17th. Pretty well all nose to tail.
They are all nose to tail here, and here comes Peter McDonald. Sorry, Jeff Bathingway.
That's Jeff Bassingthwaite, yes.
Yeah.
He's in second place in the 1200 cars. That's second, third, fourth and fifth in the 1200 class.
You probably won't see too much of Simon Thompson in the lead CXC Stinger. He's just massively in front of the rest of them.
Now that was side by side for the lead. Darren round the outside there.
Yeah, taking a different line. Normally it's Ryan Reynolds going the wide line there.
Right, it's worth just getting in here that we're now sponsored by the Australian Institute of Motorsport.
Yeah.
With Andy Goodall, the CEO, has thrown his support in behind Formula V in New South Wales. So great, we really appreciate that. Unfortunately, we don't have Andy and his team of AIM Super Vs here this weekend.
Ryan Reynolds goes around the outside of Slipstream's Darren Williams down the straight
but
there.
Look at this, three wide, and
then the snake.
This is a very unusual race. The top 10, 16, 17 odd cars.
And this little pack here of 4 is pretty tight as well.
That's right, so not much of a gap considering we're into about lap 8 here.
And Easter Creek's actually also a very unique circuit in that with the long straight it does keep the slipstream. There's Simon Thompson, lonely race in the lead 1200. He's got a massive lead. Look at it.
Well,
where is the next 1200?
The video, that's it there.
Hang on, is that it?
That's
yes, that's Peter
McDonald in the Kestrel.
Actually, Peter McDonald's done a fantastic job in the start of this year because he only started with us a couple of rounds into last year.
Well, yes, that's right, but he's obviously learned how to drive these cars, and he's gone from, improved his lap times probably 5 seconds a lap in that same car. So
he certainly has. And here's Darren Williams leading Ryan Reynolds with Craig Conlon all over him.
Now, when you think about it, Craig obviously lost it from he lost it from the lead, and we're not meant to say that because that didn't happen.
So we won't say anyone that he spun out of the lead.
That's right. Yesterday or this morning, and so he started well back, and here he is fighting for third place.
Well, in fact, he had a cracking start because he was up amongst the lead group right from the word go. So obviously launched it quite well.
All right.
Look at this lead group: 2, 4, 6, 8.
Third, fourth, fifth, sixth, 7,
Timmy Brook,
8.
he's on the back of this group now.
So Tim will be someone to watch out for as this race unravels.
Actually, Tim, just to note, Timmy Brook did take pole position in his old LE100, one of the oldest cars in the grid, and he had the fastest lap in the wet.
That's a 1970s car.
That was Lockie Higgins? No, that was Craig Conlon. No, who was it?
That wasn't Craig. Is that Corinne, I think.
Yeah, so someone touched it. Must have been a Corinne.
We'll see in a moment.
It was the white. Oh, maybe it was Benny Oldfield.
That's Ben Oldfield. Yeah,
Benny Oldfield. He was probably about 4th or 5th, and he touched the dirt coming out of 12 there and went right to the back of the queue.
It's great to see Ben. Obviously, he's holding on to that front pack. He's doing exactly the same speed as the leaders have been doing for this entire race. So all that time and effort in that chaser has been well worth it. So we should see Ben actually up and near the front and with the leading pack every race for the rest of this year.
Actually, Benny Oldfield did lease one of the CXC Stingers last year and get a podium and run with the front. In fact, lead the race. So he has got the ability. Benny Oldfield just needs to make sure he keeps the consistency of the laps together and not make those little mistakes like touching the dirt.
And Ben does it hard, and he needs that support, and I'm sure there will be that support will appear out of nowhere. And we'll keep Ben on the track for the rest of this year.
Okay, but he's still there. He's still in the back of this group of 8 of the lead. 2, 4, 6, 8. Yep, he's still there. So Darren Williams is still leading this race.
And that's clean, straight, fast driving by this entire
Actually,
pack
Darren
of
Williams
cars.
is 4th. I'll tell you a fib.
And he is. He's lost 3 spots. Ryan Reynolds, Lockie Higgins,
Actually, that was Benny Oldfield up to third.
Up to third. Brilliant driving from Ben.
Okay, there's Corinne there.
Steve Gamara, Brodie Tilbrook, Lee McGarvey,
James Horn.
James Horn in the sky blue polo leading that pack.
Okay, so there's now a little break for the front three with Ryan Reynolds leading it with Craig Conlon and Darren Williams.
And Lockie Higgins actually in second, Darren Williams in third, and Craig Conlon in fourth. Mate, this is cracking racing by this large group of in the front pack.
Actually, there's quite a lot of similarities between Craig Conlon's car and Benny Oldfield's car. It's pretty hard to tell.
Well, they're both blue and white.
In similar striped fashion.
Yeah, but one of those cars doesn't lose from the lead, do they, though?
No, they don't spin out of the lead.
That's right, they don't spin out while in the lead, exactly.
Okay. So here comes Ryan Reynolds, here comes the stake. Lockie Higgins in second place. Can he go for the toe for the lead? Darren Williams is in the best position to tow both of them.
This is lap 9 and this is the leading pack of cars.
Timmy Brooks up to fifth. He's going to have a go for fourth.
And he's in a slipstream. And he might just dive down the inside here. No, he's
gone towards the outside.
Pushed to the outside. But I think he was going around the car in fifth place.
Oh, was that smoke or dust or something? There was a bunch of smoke or something happening coming out of turn one there.
Okay, that's Simon Thompson with a huge lead in the 1200 class.
Simon Thompson's in his own postcode in the 1200 race.
He is, and he's such a quiet driver, but a quiet person off the track, but put him on the track and he's barely lost 0.1 of a second, lap after lap after lap.
There's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. There's nearly 10 guys now in this
Craig
lead group.
Conlon down the inside of Simon Pace.
Daniel Steins had a bit more quieter race than he did before. Lee McGarvey's not too far off this, in about 15th position. He's not that far off the lead.
It looks like he's catching that leader too.
He is catching the leader.
James Horn and Mark Williams, Corinne Perry, Steve Gamara and Brodie Tilbrook.
Is that James Horn? That's Gary Hook, not James Horn. It was
well,
Hooky because there was two light blue cars that were coming through there.
Well, there you are. We've got
There's Peter Mack.
Gary Hook missed the race this morning after he had a problem with the chassis in his car, which got repaired away from the circuit and got back in time to make this race. And Gary obviously started DNF, so he's done very well to move up the grid. Yeah.
So he's traditionally had a bad race at every round he goes to with some sort of DNF mechanical. Well, so there's James Horn just off the back of this group here.
Yeah, exactly right. So James is a lot closer to the front than we picked last time round.
Yeah. Okay, and there's Benny Oldfield just off the back there of Daniel Stein, who's just off the back of Simon Pace, who's just off the back of Timmy Brook, who's just off the back of Daniel Stein.
This is really a very unusual Formula V race because, they've sort of been nose to tail and pretty straight. Not a lot of...
Timmy Brook up the inside, going around Daniel Stein.
Well, Tim's a classic slipstreamer, obviously, so he knows how to do it.
But he's got a lot of experience, Timmy Brook.
There's now 9 cars in the front pack. Just the
Who's
cars
the car
behind.
offered? It's Lee McGarvey just offered, is it?
That's right. There, just a bit of a gap and out of the slipstream, and he's just.
Lee McGarvey's had a fantastic weekend returning, having only done 2 races in the last 2 years.
Well, we should say the same with Lee. He's a very experienced Formula V driver, so we should expect nothing less.
That's right. So
now look at this pack of cars coming into turn 6.
Craig Conlon up the inside of Darren Williams.
That's the lead pack after 10 laps now.
Oh, he's not going to pull it off. Okay, coming here. Now this is the next group back.
Gary Hook, Mark Williams, Perry.
Brodie Tilbrook.
They're shuffling positions around lap after lap.
Okay, so no one's getting away here from this front group. It's actually quite a fairly fair lead battle here.
Exactly, but it's...
Battle being the operative word.
Bloody good driving and good racing as well.
There's Stevie Butcher's come through. That's Butcher coming back. So he's come from the rear of the grid. He's all over the back of Craig Conlon now.
You're right, that's Stephen. Where did he come from?
From the back of the grid.
Are you sure that's not Dylan Thomas, or have they swapped cars or something?
No,
brilliant driving, Stephen.
Thomas has got a distinctively orange chassis sticking in the air,
exactly.
So Butcher has a traditional black chassis. So
now Ryan Reynolds has gone down the left side this time down the main straight.
Starting to get a little bit more
now we've got a bit of slipstreaming going on as they fan out at 170 kilometres.
No, 3 wide still.
Right, but that looked like Darren Williams has taken the lead.
Yeah.
All right, back to Simon Thompson. That's to demonstrate that he's the leader and showing him on the video here.
So, fantastic debut, really. I mean, setting same lap times that Butcher set last year in that 1200, and he was on lap record pace half the time.
I'd struggle to find anywhere where a rookie's led all 3 races in his class and won them all.
Yep,
right,
okay.
The lead pack again.
There you go. Butcher was having a look. Conlon was having a look. 16. Here they come. We had a little bit of a screen failure there. So
right, that's the Gary
Corinne
Hook pack.
Coming up the inside of Mark Williams there.
I get the feeling something's about to happen in that little pack there with Gary Hook and Mark Williams and Corinne.
Okay, there's Bruce Perry having a fairly quiet race again.
Yeah, we haven't been able to see him here, but we know he's out there going around and pretty briskly.
And there's Simon Thompson doing his thing.
Not being challenged.
Peter Mack.
And here, this is an occasion where sometimes it's not so good to be in the lead and be good to be out in a race, regardless of where you are.
Bernie Cannon having also a fairly quiet race. Actually, all the 1200s are pretty well separated. He's in front of his son this race, as opposed to last race.
Not much of a gap.
And Bathurst is at the back of the 1200 group this time.
The lead pack where the racing was really happening.
The racing is really happening with 10 cars all over under the proverbial blanket.
Darren Williams.
What's the line differences? Darren Williams wider?
Yeah, understeer and oversteer maybe just makes them move over a few metres.
Yep.
Darren Williams, Ryan Reynolds, Craig Conlon, look at him gain on Ryan there.
Okay, and Timmy Brooks having a look at Lockie Higgins there, with Butcher all over him as well, with Daniel Stein and Simon Pace. Coming down the straight, here they go. Here comes the slipstream battle here.
James Horn, he's just closing up there on this lead pack.
He's just out of the slipstream, James Horn, so
exactly.
He's going to struggle. There you go. There goes Ryan. There goes Craig Conlon.
Look at the speed that Conlon's got out of that fabulous chaser.
Got a double toe there, so he's actually good.
But he's got second place and probably won't get the lead, but he's certainly got second place.
Okay, and he's Simon Thompson all by himself, leading the 1200 race by a margin.
Right,
back. Oh, look at this. We've got a bit of a gap.
Now, lead pack. Who's that in the
Darren Williams.
Darren Williams has managed to get the lead through turn 2, obviously.
Yeah, that won't happen. Oh, I was going to say that won't be there by the end of the straight, but it's almost probably won't be there by turn 9.
Right.
Okay, and here's this next group here with Gary Hook. Gary Hook's got past Mark Williams. Corinne Perry.
Well, Mark's actually gained, and will he go down the inside?
Oh,
no!
He's going to dive.
Okay.
Okay, so here comes the lead group catching the 1200 guys again.
Bernie Cannon and Jeff Bassingthwaite.
There's an arm out the window there by Bassingthwaite, so very smart racing, being very aware of his situation.
He knows his stuff, Jeff. Well done. Ryan Reynolds through turn 10 and 11 there.
Oh, look at him. Look at them all. Oh, Butcher got held up there.
Okay, now Stephen Cannon there is the next one. 1200 car there just ahead.
Okay, so Butcher's got a little bit of a gap back to Lockie Higgins because he had to go around Bernie Cannon on the apex, so he sort of got inadvertently held up unintentionally.
Right, Stephen Cannon cleverly keeping it to the right-hand side, round the outside.
Oh, someone's right against the wall there. Who was that? That was Lockie Higgins. Right against the wall down the straight there.
This race is quite incredible, actually, for a Formula V race after this many laps.
Yeah, it feels like it's been going on forever, this race.
It has, but, for the cars in 8th, 9th and 10th and 12th places...
So here's this big battle here with Gary Hook and Mark Williams are in.
The leaders through turn 5. Ryan Reynolds,
there from
Darren Williams, Craig Conlon there, putting pressure on the leaders, and Lockie Higgins.
Butcher's caught back up there.
Simon Pace, Steve Butcher. Now a few spots back again. Stephen Gamara's moved up.
Hey, where's Gary Hook?
I can't see Gary Hook.
Gary Hook's gone.
Well, no doubt something's happened. Let's have a look for Gary Hook in a moment.
They were all pretty close earlier, so something's gone on there.
I hope the Gary Hook bad luck, bad charm has... Fortunately.
Yes, okay, so Ryan Reynolds, Darren Williams. Where's Butcher?
The front gap just divided a little bit, but
yeah,
now...
so something's happened there as well, because this battle has broken up and Butcher's missing.
Ryan Reynolds, Darren Williams, Lockie Higgins now in 3rd.
Lockie Higgins, so here goes Darren Williams around the outside of Ryan Reynolds. Craig Conlon will follow.
Yeah, Craig lost a couple of spots, but it looks like he's gaining in this slipstream while these leaders race and jostle and slow down. That's Craig Conlon right on the tail now.
It's interesting to see what's happened there, because Butcher's gone and this group is split into 2 defined groups, which has helped James Horn catch that second group.
Right, James Horn closer to the front than ever before. Well done, James.
Well, in the earlier race he was right at the front.
Yeah, but in this race, I mean.
In this race.
Okay, exactly.
Okay, so let's see if Craig can come through and take the lead after that great toe he got down the straight.
Right, we'll see the leaders here coming through turn 4 now.
Okay, so
and into turn 5.
So I think you've got Ryan Reynolds leading Darren Williams with Craig Conlon, and that's
Craig going right out wide and
really
off the circuit.
He was looking for a way.
He was.
Here's James Horn 3 wide going up the inside.
Ben Oldfield, Simon Pace.
Oh,
James
who's
Horn.
coming from the outside of the circuit there? There's Bernie
in the 1200 class.
The next car, it was Jeff Bassingthwaite. He was right off the circuit there.
All right, now there's
Gamara's got past all of them.
That's right, and Corinne Perry is. I think there's been an incident there that's taken Gary Hook out.
Timmy Brook up the inside. Timmy Brook up the inside of Lockie Higgins.
4th place. Right, so Darren Williams now back to third. Craig Conlon's making up spots.
Yep, Conlon
right
up
on
to
the
second.
tail. I would expect Craig Conlon to.
He better wait there, because if he takes the lead around here, he'll be leading at turn 11, 12, and you know what happened last time he did that.
What happened last time?
I don't know, we can't talk about his
That's
spin
right,
from the
we
lead.
can't, that's right.
Oh,
So-
Craig Conlon is at
And
this
he
moment
is.
jinxed him. He's out in the dirt.
Craig Conlon, you got to keep it clean.
And it's the last lap.
He's added spice.
Here's the flag.
This is the flag.
It's the flag.
It is Craig.
Craig, he's thrown it away again at the flag.
No, but we can't talk about
We
that,
can't
can
talk
we?
about it. Craig Conlon.
Oh, Craig.
He was in position. He was second place coming on to the last lap.
Right.
He would have towed for the win.
Right, Corinne Perry ahead of Stephen Gamara and Mark Williams.
Okay, so the finishing order, Ryan Reynolds takes it from Darren Williams. Timmy Brooks snags a podium in his CXC Global LE 100. Lockie Higgins, fourth. Craig Conlon, fifth, throws away a top position.
But we can't talk about that.
But we can't talk about that. Simon Pace, sixth, great effort. Daniel Stein, Benny Oldfield, eighth place. James Horn, great effort in ninth. Stevie Butcher comes home in 10th, so whatever drama he had, he does finish it. Lee McGarvey, Corinne Perry, Mark Williams, Steve Gamara, and Brucey Perry rounds out the 1600s.
In the 1200 class, Simon Thompson, a class drive throughout the weekend. Well done, Wim. We look forward to seeing you for the rest of the year. Peter McDonald, well done. Bernie Cannon, Jeff Bassingthwaite, well, great drives throughout the weekend. Unfortunately, we had a couple of exclusions there. Stephen Cannon and Brody Tilbrook. That's a shame, but we'll see more of you for the rest of the year, no doubt.